Coach Cole, I'm the campus coordinator and head football coach here at Reedy High School. Our 2017 football season, Reedy Lions went 9-2. Very excited about our transformation. It was a blessing. It was everything that we dreamed it could be. We had disappointments along the way, but we had a lot of positive moments, a lot of things that, we probably didn't dream of that came to fruition, if you will, because of the work that our kids have put in the last 3 years. So we started this thing in 2015 with our senior class. Check that. We started this thing in 2015. Our senior class were sophomores in high school, and we had talked about what could be, and they believed and bought into what could be, and they made it what they wanted, and that was a very successful senior football season. So what a testament to hard work and determination. Our 36 plus seniors that had been with us from the get-go, and working in a ryegrass 50-yard football field behind Staley Middle School to prepare for this moment was something you could only dream of. And I hope that experience, that work that they put in to achieve goals can carry these guys through whatever test they have in life, because that's what it was all about, is setting your mind to do something and accomplishing the task. So great year for us. Had high expectations getting into the playoffs, hit a bunch of road bumps, and the road bumps were injuries in our bi-district playoff game that ultimately caused us to fall just a tad bit short. But we can't let that disappointment kind of cloud what we accomplished this year, and that was, being undefeated going into a district championship game against Lone Star, and having an opportunity to win a district championship when you've never graduated a player off of your team. I think that's pretty spectacular. Just so pleased with our coaching staff and our players, and again, all the work that it took to get to that point. Talked about foundations for the last 2 years and building a foundation, and sometimes when you're a foundation builder, you don't get to hang around and watch the roof being put on or the brick to be laid on the outside. And fortunately for our seniors, the blessing in disguise was they're rewarded with the finished product. They were rewarded with the success that they had in building this program. And I think it's without question, an awesome accomplishment for those guys, and just to see it in their face and the pride that they have in what they've done is something that I'll cherish for the rest of my life. I told those guys after we were finished that, they left a legacy, and they absolutely left a legacy for our program for years to come. They can come back year in and year out, and they can read the papers, and they can follow the Reedy Lions and know that I did that. I built that, and they can come back and hold everybody else accountable to the fact that we set the bar high. We need you guys to follow it. So that's what I'm excited, because we've got great kids, great seniors that are going to go off and do fabulous things in their life, but they're going to come back and they're going to take advantage of our program and keep us headed in the right direction. Well, there are a lot of things that went on in our season, ups and downs and daily struggles and daily joys that we find. There's just so much involved in winning a football game. But, victories that stand out, the Independence game, our first rattle out of the box. I don't know if our guys really understood the magnitude of that win, but to play a district ball game, your first game, and to have huge implications on your playoff chances, and to squeak by and get that accomplished. I mean, we had huge celebrations that night. We learned a lot about our team and how they like to be excited about wins. Had a great preseason non-district schedule where we did a lot of great things, had great wins, forthcoming wins, but we celebrated in a big way when we beat the Wakeland Wolverines. So that's a memory I'll never forget. It was an honor to represent these seniors, and it was an honor to have those guys play for us. Our coaching staff is forever in debt to the effort and dedication that it took to start this thing and to have the season that they had. So, you know, what a excellent bar that they have set for the rest of these guys and our underclassmen and our juniors and our sophomores and freshmen. They've got to go to work in order to keep this ball rolling, and I hope that that's a motivation to them to see what can be done, and they can use that as a springboard into their off-season work to represent these seniors the way that they want to be represented. Sometimes in a district like Frisco, when there's a lot of schools within one community, it's hard to get buy-in sometimes. But I just want to thank our parents. I want to thank our community within the community for the support that they gave us. Our kids were well represented every Thursday and Friday night that we played. We had the best student section in FISD without question. I want to thank you guys for coming out and supporting us. And man, it was a great ride. And we're going to continue that. So keep supporting us, and we'll keep the journey alive.